Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at Render, seeing what's going on, helping understand best practice, big picture. We're going to draw out some new Fibonacci retracement levels and effectively kind of just anticipate what may happen next with this coin because it is definitely doing some pretty good things and we want to keep an eye on it, right? Super glad that we were able to buy the dip here recently, but even previously as well. So congrats to my community members for basically being able to benefit from that. We can see this nice little halfway mark there, 2.278. That is essentially a key level support that we need to focus on. It's about roughly the halfway point. And that was coincidentally a previous resistance. We'll talk about that here in a moment. So again, you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, love to teach people to trade. This is really awesome stuff here we're going to check out. Be sure to check out our new exclusive offer with BingX. You get a free $100 trading bonus with no trading volume or deposit required. Just got to use the link down below. So really cool stuff there. Awesome exchanges, kind of a replacement for Bybit, considering the fact that Bybit has full KYC now for a lot of our US, Canadian, and UK members. All right, so here's the thing with Render. We are approaching 70 on the RSI. Now, typically two things happen here. One or two things will happen. The price will come up to that level, reject and come back down, or the price breaks through that level and then use that as a support. Okay, so with money coming in here, we can see a lot more money flowing in. There's a good chance that could happen, but we also want to recommend or consider waiting for the price to consolidate a little further here today. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that when we get to smaller time frames, but generally speaking, you don't just buy in because the price is going up, especially when it's running into a potential resistance shelf. Okay? So a couple days ago, we had this wick up where the price action came right back down. It does tell us there's more buying than selling pressure, which explains why we're seeing an increase here today. So the bears have weakened, but we still don't want to just jump right in willy-nilly, right? All right, again, we'll talk about that. So with the moving averages, we can see the price action is above all three moving averages. That's fantastic. Also, we can see that the MACD is converging quite strong here. So all in all, very good momentum here. There's tons of positive. Just keep in mind the price comes back down. We got a ton of support here in the 212 to 230 range, because that's right where the key level Fibonacci retracement levels are. But there's also a lot of volume too in that range as well. So if we pull up our volume profile, you can see again a lot of volume right here and right here, kind of giving us this range of support. Okay, so good stuff there in that regard. Let's take a quick look at the 4-hour, kind of see if there's anything else. We're also approaching 70 on the RSI, or pretty much rejecting off of it. So that is a key indication here that we could see a pullback, but you got to keep in mind, we break above just like before, the price action will effectively continue higher and stay above that level for some time. So 70 on the RSI isn't like a specific super strong resistance level. Initially, it typically is, but once you break through, it'll become a support. So we want to see if that could happen here. We're above all moving averages as well. We also have a strong MACD convergence. I highlighted this yesterday, that this is a good sign to buy in. So once again, congrats to my community members who were able to benefit there. But generally speaking, if we're looking at this here, either on the daily and the 4-hour, they're both very bullish. Okay, so that's a good sign. That's an overall sign of the fact that price action is going to continue likely upwards. You can also see this nice healthy, even though the price came up pretty strong, consolidated nicely in this area, and we're starting to see this kind of staircase pattern where the price comes up and over, up and over. And if you have enough consolidation, it warrants the next increase. That's essentially where we're at right now. So all good stuff there. The 4-hour and the hourly are both looking, daily and the 4-hour looking fantastic. When it comes to the hourly, this is where things get interesting here. Let's go ahead and double check. We can see previously we've had a couple of 9s where the price came up and down at a 9. And then it goes sideways, jumps up to another 9 here, pulls back to another 9, and then goes kind of sideways and up again to a 6. So in all reality, there's a lot of consistency here with overextension, whereas the price will pull back once it hits that overextended state. So hypothetically, and we have another 3 more hours of continuation up before the price will pull back. Okay, so that's kind of what it's telling us here. It is fairly overextended. Taking a look at CC Gold, and you can see these overextension marks as well. This is an indicator that I've created here essentially to give you indication of good entry and exit targets. We can see we've got some good confirmational signs here, along with a confirmation that we need to possibly get out and take some profits. So again, just an additional indicator to help you out there that is available on our homepage if you're interested. But the thing I'm interested in here is the Ichimoku cloud. Yes, this is good. Because yesterday we were kind of sort of underneath the cloud, and it didn't seem like it was recommended to want to try to get in. So if we take a look here and we kind of zoom in, you could say, we are above the cloud, right? Conversion line's above the baseline, and the lagging span is free and clear of the price action. So this does imply if you have a long position open in the next 12 to 24 hours, you may want to consider keeping it open because the likelihood of the price action continuing higher is still there. Okay, so again, it's probably going to use the Ichimoku cloud as a bouncing point. So if we do see a pullback, A bounce off 262 would be a good entry. That's roughly what we're looking for there. So I'm going to set an alert to kind of reevaluate here, potentially send a signal out to our community. Once again, I do offer trading signals for our community. We're rolling out some day trades here soon. Awesome stuff there. But actually touching on that, just to quickly note, we did take a nice 21% from Ethereum and 22% from Bitcoin here yesterday. So awesome stuff. Again, congrats to our community members. Definitely considering working render into the rotation. But I'll tell you what, this is one of my long-term HODL coins anyway. So whether I trade it or I just hold on to it, I'm fine with its success or even lack thereof. It's done very well though. And every time it pulls back, it comes back stronger. So this is definitely a good long-term investment coin. I would recommend considering, adding to your position. But again, maybe not right now just yet. We got to wait and see to make sure this support level holds. Keep in mind too, when the price does pull back, a lot of times it can come down to some of these levels here. Okay, so we want to pay attention to that. Another thing we want to look at here is just quickly at the Elliott wave. This does imply that we are on our 5th wave up, and if this is the top, then the price could pull back to these levels here. So we could see a price pullback of 163 as a worst case, 190 as a secondary, maybe a primary fallback, which is roughly at that halfway point at the 0.618 level at $2.12. Okay, so absolutely a potential reality there for this to pull back a little further. The key is that this next pullback needs to be higher than the most recent low in order for it to warrant the next leg up. Okay, but there is hypothetical potential here where this is the top and the price would come down to a lower high, lower low, and a lower high pattern. Okay, so it'll continue its way down essentially if this is the top. I personally feel like we're not quite at the top yet, but again, everything's looking bullish here, and we want to go with the technical data, not with your gut. Because again, guts don't necessarily help you succeed. That's more so luck, right? Technical data here tells us we're absolutely in good shape, and further upside would make sense, but a pullback to the 262 mark would be probably more sensible to expect that. And if we do lose that, I do feel like we're going to hold this 212 to 230 range. I think we're definitely going to hold that based on previous resistance levels, like how strong this resistance is here, or it's a strong support now, that being a previous resistance. Okay, so something to pay attention to. I'd say a good DCA target would be 220 if we come down there, but I don't really know if we're going to do that or not. We'll see here soon. Stay patient and careful, all right? Make sure as a good trader, you're always remaining true to your own self. Never take advice from other people, and make sure that you make sound financial decisions based on your own risk tolerance. I teach that in my Trading Academy. Please make sure you reference that if you're currently a community member, but if not, that's okay too. I hope that you can learn from these videos and effectively just continue on being successful. Best of luck. I look forward to working with you if you want to become a better trader. CryptoCash.tech is the site. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon.